What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Jay, and today, I'm embarking on what might be the sweetest, most ambitious mission of my life. I'm here in the heart of Manila, and I've set out to try every single Filipino dessert I can get my hands on. This isn't just about satisfying a sweet tooth, it's about diving deep into a culinary world shaped by centuries of history. Filipino desserts are this incredible fusion, this beautiful tapestry woven from indigenous traditions, rich Spanish influences, and vibrant touches from all over Asia. It's a story told through sugar, coconut, and rice. Now I'm not just looking for a good dessert, I'm on a quest for something more. I have a feeling, a deep-down gut instinct that somewhere in this city, among all the flans, cakes, and iced concoctions, there's one dessert that's going to completely blow my mind. One that's going to be more than just delicious. It's going to be life-changing. I know that sounds dramatic, but here in the Philippines, food is more than just sustenance. It's about community, it's about celebration, it's about love. And dessert? Dessert is the grand finale, the centerpiece of every gathering, the sweet memory that lingers long after the meal is over. So, get ready for a sugar rush of epic proportions. We're going to explore bustling street markets, cozy cafes, and maybe even a few family kitchens to uncover the soul of Filipino sweets. I'm ready to taste the history, the culture, and the pure joy that goes into each and every one of these treats. I'm putting my taste buds on the line, all for the sake of this delicious adventure. Are you ready to join me? Let's go! First up on our sweet safari is a true Filipino icon, the king of any celebration table, leche flan. Just look at this thing. It's like a golden jewel shimmering under this beautiful amber-colored caramel syrup. You can see the richness just by looking at it. It's dense, it's wobbly, it's calling my name. Before I even take a bite, I can already tell this is going to be incredibly smooth and creamy. This is a dessert that commands respect, you know? It's not just thrown together, it's crafted with care. The history of leche flan is fascinating. It's a direct descendant of the Spanish flan de leche, a culinary gift from the colonial era. But like so many things, Filipinos took that original recipe and made it uniquely their own. They perfected it, using an abundance of egg yolks, a byproduct from when egg whites were used to build churches, believe it or not, which gives it that signature dense, almost decadent texture. It's richer and more substantial than its European cousin, a testament to the Filipino love for bold, unapologetic flavors. You will find this dessert at every single party, from birthdays to baptisms to Christmas Noche Buena. It's a staple, a non-negotiable part of any Filipino feast. It's the dessert that Lolas are famous for, each one with her own secret technique. Okay, the moment of truth. I'm going in for a bite. My spoon just glides through it with the softest resistance. The caramel is pooling around the custard. Wow. Oh wow. That is pure, unadulterated bliss. It's insanely creamy, coating your entire mouth with this velvety, rich flavor. It's not just sweet, it's got this deep, slightly burnt sugar taste from the caramel that cuts through the richness of the custard perfectly. It's a heavy dessert for sure, but in the best way possible. It feels like a hug for your soul. I completely understand why this is a fixture at every celebration. It tastes like happiness. It tastes like family. What a start! Our next stop takes us to the comforting aroma of Christmas in the Philippines, no matter what time of year it is. This is bibingka. And it's not just a cake, it's an experience. The first thing that hits you is the smell. It's this incredible, slightly smoky, toasty fragrance from the banana leaf it's cooked in. They traditionally cook it in a terracotta pot with hot coals on top and bottom, which gives it this unique texture and flavor that you just can't replicate in a modern oven. It's rustic, it's authentic, and it looks so inviting. This one is topped with slices of salted egg and cheese, and then generously brushed with butter and sprinkled with grated coconut. It's a wild combination when you think about it. Sweet, salty, savory, all in one bite. Bibingka is most famous as a treat enjoyed after Simbang Gabi, the 9-day series of dawn masses leading up to Christmas. People would pour out of the church in the early morning, and vendors would be waiting outside with freshly made, steaming hot bibingka. It's a tradition that warms both the body and the spirit. Just holding it, you can feel the warmth seeping through the banana leaf. It's soft and spongy to the touch. The top is beautifully golden brown and slightly charred in spots from the coals. I love how the melted butter is glistening on the surface, pooling around the chunks of cheese and salted egg. This isn't just a dessert, it's a cultural touchstone. It represents community, faith, and the simple joys of a shared holiday tradition. Time to see if it lives up to the legendary reputation. Okay, here we go. The texture is amazing. It's soft, slightly chewy, and moist from the rice flour and coconut milk, and the flavor is a roller coaster. You get the sweetness of the cake, then a sharp, salty kick from the salted egg, a creamy tang from the cheese, and it's all brought together by that rich butter and the fragrant fresh coconut. It's a symphony of contrasting flavors that somehow works in perfect harmony. I feel like I should be singing a Christmas carol right now. This is pure comfort. Prepare your eyes for our next dessert, because it is one of the most visually stunning foods on the planet. This is ube halaya, and yes, that vibrant, majestic purple color is 100% natural. It comes from ube, or purple yam, a root crop native to the Philippines. It's almost too beautiful to eat. It's served here as a simple, thick jam or pudding, glistening under the lights. It has this thick, dense consistency, almost like a very smooth mashed potato, but, dessert. Ube halaya is a labor of love. It's made by boiling and mashing the purple yams, then slowly cooking them with coconut milk and sugar, constantly stirring until it reaches this thick, luscious consistency. It's a process that requires patience and a strong arm, which is why it's often associated with loving grandmotherly care. While it's absolutely delicious on its own, ube halaya is also the queen of versatility. It's the base flavor for countless other Filipino desserts, from ice cream and cakes to pastries and even the famous Halo Halo we'll be trying later. Its flavor profile is really unique. It's not an in-your-face kind of sweetness, it's more subtle, with a gentle, earthy, almost nutty flavor that's hard to describe but incredibly addictive. It's distinctly ube. It has a fragrance that is both sweet and a little bit floral. You can see the fine texture of the yam in the jam. It's not perfectly smooth, which I love. It gives it character. It feels substantial and homemade. I can't wait to dive in. Wow, that is so unique. The texture is incredibly smooth and creamy on the tongue, but with a slight graininess from the yam that is so satisfying. The flavor is exactly as I hoped. It's sweet, but not overpoweringly so. You really get that earthy, vanilla-like, nutty taste of the ube. It's a very comforting, very gentle flavor. It's the kind of dessert you can just eat with a spoon straight from the jar. I can see why this is a beloved flavor base. It's a perfect canvas, absolutely gorgeous. We're hitting the streets for our next dessert, a certified crowd pleaser and a staple of Filipino merienda, or afternoon snack culture. This is turon. It's simple, it's brilliant, and honestly, it's dangerously delicious. Essentially, it's a slice of saba banana, sometimes with a sliver of jackfruit, rolled in a spring roll wrapper, dusted with brown sugar, and then deep-fried to golden, crispy perfection. You can find these being sold by street vendors all over the country, the sizzling sound and sweet smell drawing you in from a block away. The magic of turon lies in its texture. As it fries, the brown sugar on the outside of the wrapper melts and caramelizes, creating this incredible glass-like crunchy shell. So when you bite into it, you get this loud, satisfying crackle before you hit the soft, sweet, and slightly tangy banana on the inside. It's a masterclass in textural contrast. It's the kind of snack that's easy to eat on the go, making it the perfect fuel for a busy day in Manila. It's often called banana lumpia, which is a perfect description. It takes the familiar concept of a savory spring roll and flips it on its head to create something sweet and irresistible. The addition of langka, or jackfruit, is a game changer. It adds this extra layer of fragrant tropical sweetness that complements the banana beautifully. I'm holding one now and it's still warm from the fryer. The caramelized sugar shell is hard and brittle and it's making this crackling sound as I hold it. This is going to be good. Oh my gosh, that crunch is everything. It's so loud and satisfying. The shell shatters in your mouth and then you're met with the warm, gooey, melted banana inside. It's sweet, it's crunchy, it's chewy, it's incredible. The banana is perfectly cooked, soft but not mushy. This is one of the most satisfying food experiences you can have for just a few pesos. Street food at its absolute finest. I could easily eat about 10 of these right now, no question. Alright, for our next dish we're diving into something that beautifully blurs the line between a snack and a dessert. This is binatog. It might look simple, but this is a bowl of pure, unadulterated comfort for so many Filipinos. At its core, binatog is made of hominy, or white corn kernels, that have been boiled until they are soft and puffy. They have this wonderful, slightly chewy texture that's incredibly satisfying. It's a very humble, very traditional snack. The magic of binatog is in the toppings and the customization. It's served hot, and then you get this generous mountain of freshly grated coconut piled on top. The warmth from the corn melts the coconut slightly, releasing its fragrant oils and sweet flavor. And here's the most interesting part. The vendor will ask you asin o asukal, salt or sugar. It's a choose-your-own-adventure snack, and your choice says a lot about your personal taste. It's a simple question that creates two completely different experiences. I've heard that the salt version is more traditional, creating this amazing, savory, slightly sweet, chewy, and creamy combination. The sugar version, of course, pushes it more firmly into the dessert category. You can often hear the Magbi Binatog call from vendors walking through neighborhoods carrying their two large metal containers on a yoke. It's a sound that brings back childhood memories for many. Today, I feel like I have to try it the classic way. I'm going with salt. Let's mix this all up. The grated coconut is blending in with the warm, plump corn kernels. Okay, first bite. That is so interesting and so good. The corn is tender and has a mild, earthy sweetness. The fresh coconut adds a lovely, creamy texture and a nutty flavor. And the salt is the perfect final touch. It doesn't make it salty really, it just enhances all the other flavors. It makes the corn taste cornier and the coconut taste more coconutty. It's warm, chewy, and deeply comforting. It's not flashy, but it's incredibly soulful. Get ready for a texture lover's dream, because we're about to tackle biko. This isn't a light and airy cake. This is a dense, sticky, and wonderfully chewy rice cake that is pure Filipino soul food. Biko is made from malakit, or glutinous rice, which is cooked in coconut milk and brown sugar. The result is this tightly packed, dark brown slab of sweet, sticky rice that is just begging to be eaten. It's a substantial dessert, one that really sticks to your ribs. The process of making biko is another one that requires patience. The rice has to be stirred continuously as it cooks to prevent it from burning and to ensure that every single grain is coated in that sweet coconutty sauce. It's a workout for the arms, but the result is so worth it. It's a popular dish for merienda and is often brought to potlucks and parties because it's easy to share. It represents togetherness and the communal spirit of sharing food. But the real star of the show, the crowning glory of any good biko, is the topping. It's called latik. Latik can refer to two things. But in this context, it's the crispy, toasted coconut curds that are left over from rendering coconut oil from coconut cream. These little golden brown morsels are sprinkled generously over the top of the sticky rice. They add a much-needed crunchy texture and an intense, nutty, toasted coconut flavor that cuts through the sweetness of the biko itself. I'm cutting a piece now and you can see how sticky and dense it is. The knife is kind of sticking to it. The latik on top is glistening. Let's try it. Oh, that is so satisfyingly chewy. The glutinous rice has this perfect bite to it. It's sweet from the brown sugar, but it's a deep, molasses-like sweetness, not a sharp, sugary one. And the coconut milk makes it so rich and creamy. Then you get the latik. Those little crunchy bits are an explosion of toasty, nutty flavor. It's a simple dessert, made with just a few ingredients, but the complexity of texture and flavor is incredible. Our next dessert is a feast for the eyes before it even reaches your mouth. This is sapin, which literally means layers, and you can see why. It's a multi-layered, multicolored rice cake that looks like a beautiful, edible work of art. Each colorful layer has a different flavor, making every bite a little adventure. It's a dessert that just screams fiesta. It's vibrant, it's fun, and it's a staple at parties and celebrations across the Philippines. Sapin is made from galapong, or a glutinous rice flour batter, mixed with coconut milk and sugar. The batter is then divided and flavored separately before being steamed one layer at a time. The traditional flavors are what make it so special. The bottom purple layer is flavored with ubi, or purple yam. The middle yellow layer is flavored with langka, or jackfruit, and the white layer on top is often plain coconut or corn. This careful layering process is what gives the cake its distinct, beautiful appearance. It's often topped with that same crispy latik we saw on the biko, adding that wonderful crunchy, nutty contrast to the soft, chewy cake. Just looking at it makes me happy. The colors are so bright and joyful. It's a dessert that promises a good time. The layers are so distinct and perfectly set. It's wobbly and soft. And the smell is a beautiful combination of coconut, uba, and that fragrant jackfruit. It's a whole bouquet of tropical aromas. I'm excited to try and taste each layer. Okay, I'm gonna try and get all 3 layers in one bite. Here we go. Wow, that is a journey of flavors. The texture is so soft, chewy, and sticky, almost like a mochi. You get the earthy, subtle sweetness from the purple ube layer first, then the fragrant, distinctly tropical flavor of the jackfruit comes through from the yellow layer, and the white layer provides a creamy, pure coconut base, and then the crispy latte on top just ties it all together with a nutty crunch. It's playful, it's delicious, and it's just so uniquely Filipino. Prepare yourselves for something incredibly rich, dense, and moist. We are about to experience cassava cake. This is another beloved Filipino kakanin or rice cake, although this one is made from grated cassava root instead of rice. It has this beautiful golden brown color and a unique texture that's both dense and delightfully chewy. It's a substantial cake, a real heavyweight in the dessert world, known for its incredible richness and satisfyingly heavy feel. The base of the cake is made from finely grated cassava, which is a starchy root vegetable mixed with coconut milk, condensed milk, and sugar. This mixture is baked until it's firm and then often topped with another layer of a rich, creamy custard made from more condensed milk and coconut milk. This topping is then broiled until it's bubbly and golden brown, creating a beautiful contrast to the dense cake below. It's a dessert that doesn't hold back on the richness. Cassava cake is another party favorite, often baked in large rectangular pans and cut into squares for easy sharing. It's a dessert that feels both rustic and decadent at the same time. The use of cassava gives it a very distinct, slightly earthy flavor and a texture that's unlike any other cake. It's not spongy or crumbly, it's solid, moist, and almost pudding-like in its consistency. The one I have here looks absolutely perfect with that beautifully caramelized top. Let's do this, I'm taking a bite. Oh, that is so good. It's incredibly moist and dense, just as I expected. The texture is amazing. It's soft, a little bit sticky, and has a very fine, almost gelatinous chewiness from the cassava. The flavor is a beautiful harmony of the earthy cassava and the sweet, creamy coconut and condensed milk. And that broiled custard topping is everything. It adds an extra layer of creamy, caramelized flavor that is just divine. This is a seriously decadent and satisfying dessert. Alright everyone, the moment many of you have been waiting for. It's time for the undisputed queen of Filipino desserts, the national treasure, the glorious concoction that is Halo Halo. The name literally translates to Mix Mix, and that is your primary instruction for how to enjoy this masterpiece. It's not just a dessert, it's an interactive experience. It's a tall glass filled with a wild, wonderful, and seemingly random assortment of ingredients, all buried under a mountain of finely shaved ice. Let's break down what we're looking at here because it's a lot. At the bottom of this glass we have a whole party going on. There are sweetened red beans, white beans, chickpeas, nata de coco or coconut gel, keong or sugar palm fruit, macapuno or sweet coconut strings, and pieces of sweetened banana and jackfruit. Then all of that is covered with that fluffy shaved ice, which is then drenched in evaporated milk. And we're not done. It's crowned with a scoop of ubi ice cream, a slice of leche flan, and sometimes some pinny pig or toasted rice for crunch. Halo Halo is more than just a dessert, it's a cultural phenomenon. It's the ultimate way to beat the tropical heat in the Philippines. Every family, every restaurant has its own slight variation, its own secret combination of ingredients. The beauty of it is in the discovery. As you mix it all together, the colors swirl into a beautiful pastel mess, and every spoonful is a different combination of flavors and textures. It's a dessert that keeps you guessing until the very last bite. Okay, the best part, it's time to mix. You have to dig your long spoon all the way to the bottom and bring all those hidden treasures up to the top. The ice, the milk, the ice cream, the flan, the beans, the jellies, everything gets mixed together. It looks like a beautiful, chaotic mess. First spoonful, it's crunchy, it's creamy, it's chewy, it's cold, it's sweet. You get the creaminess of the leche flan, the earthiness of the ubi ice cream, the chewiness of the nata de coco, the softness of the beans. It's everything all at once. This is pure, unadulterated joy in a glass. After the glorious chaos of Halo Halo, we're moving on to something a little more serene, but no less delicious. This is Maya Blanca. The name translates to white delicacy, and honestly, it's a perfect description for this smooth, creamy, and elegant coconut pudding. It has this beautiful, pristine white appearance, usually studded with bright yellow kernels of sweet corn. It's a dessert that is simple, graceful, and incredibly comforting. Maya Blanca is another coconut milk-based dessert, but its texture is what really sets it apart. It's thickened with cornstarch, which gives it a consistency that's somewhere between a very firm pudding and a soft jello. It's firm enough to be cut into squares, but it just melts in your mouth with a delicate, creamy smoothness. The addition of sweet corn kernels provides these wonderful little bursts of sweetness and a contrasting texture that just pops in your mouth. Like many Filipino desserts, it's often topped with latik, those crispy fried coconut curds, which add a fantastic nutty crunch and a toasted flavor. It's a dessert that's not overly sweet, relying on the natural sweetness of the coconut milk and the corn. It's a very refined and subtle dessert, often served chilled, making it another refreshing treat for a hot day. It's a testament to how a few simple ingredients, coconut, corn, and sugar, can be transformed into something truly elegant. I'm cutting a slice, and it holds its shape perfectly. It jiggles just slightly. The corn kernels are like little jewels embedded in the white pudding. Okay, let's taste it. That is so smooth. It just glides over your tongue. The flavor is delicate and creamy with a prominent but not overpowering coconut taste. Then you bite into a corn kernel and it's a little pop of juicy sweetness. It's so light and refreshing. The latik on top adds that perfect crunchy savory counterpoint. This is understated elegance, beautiful. Get ready for a dessert that is going to blow your mind with its texture. This is a Silvana, and it is unlike anything else we've tried today. Imagine a cookie, but not just any cookie. This is a frozen cookie sandwich, and it's a masterpiece of culinary engineering. It comes from the city of Dumaguete and has become a nationwide sensation. It's a delicate, disc-shaped treat that you have to eat cold, straight from the freezer. A Silvana is made of 2 cashew meringue wafers, which are light, airy, and crispy. Sandwiched between these 2 wafers is a generous layer of rich, decadent buttercream. But that's not all. The entire cookie sandwich is then coated in more buttercream and then completely covered in cookie crumbs or ground cashews. It's then frozen solid. This process creates a dessert that is simultaneously crispy, chewy, and creamy all in one bite. It's absolutely genius. They are incredibly delicate and tend to soften quickly, which is why they are always served frozen or well chilled. Biting into one is a unique experience. The outer layer is crumbly, the meringue wafers provide a crisp, airy crunch that shatters, and then you hit that cold, dense, and incredibly rich buttercream that just melts in your mouth. It's an explosion of textures and temperatures. It's sophisticated, it's rich, and it's incredibly addictive. I'm holding one now and it's cold to the touch. It looks so unassuming, but I know there's magic inside. Here I go. Whoa, that is incredible. The crunch from the meringue is so light and crisp, and then the buttercream is frozen solid, but it instantly starts to melt on your tongue. It's so rich and buttery, and the cashew flavor is prominent throughout. In the wafer and the coating, it's like a cookie, ice cream, and a macaron had a glorious frozen baby. This is dangerously good. I understand the hype. We've arrived at the end of our dessert journey. We've had custards, cakes, cookies, and iced concoctions, and now we have a pie. This is buko pie. And I'll be honest, when I started this journey, I didn't expect a pie to be the one. But I'm telling you right now, this dessert, this buko pie, this is the one that changed my life. It sounds like an exaggeration, but let me try to explain. From the outside, it looks humble. A simple golden brown crust, maybe a little rustic, a little imperfect. But the magic is inside. I took my first bite at a small, unassuming roadside stall on the way out of Manila. The pie was still warm. The moment my fork broke through the crust, I knew something was different. The crust wasn't just flaky, it was tender, buttery, and had a slight savory note that was just perfect. And then the filling. It wasn't the overly sweet, gelatinous goo you find in some commercial pies. This was different. This was pure, unadulterated young coconut. The filling was made of slivers of soft, tender, almost translucent young coconut meat, suspended in a delicate, creamy custard that tasted simply of coconut and milk. It wasn't trying to be anything other than what it was the soul of a coconut captured in a pie crust. In that moment, tasting that pie, it was like a reset button for my palate. It redefined what a dessert could be. It didn't need to be flashy or multicolored or have a dozen components, it just needed to be honest. This buko pie was pure, simple, and made with so much soul. It was the perfect balance of flaky crust, luscious filling, and the pure, clean flavor of young coconut. It was warm, comforting, and tasted like it was made with love in a home kitchen. It taught me that sometimes the most profound experiences come from the simplest things. This pie wasn't just food, it was a story, a tradition, a moment of pure, unadulterated bliss that I will never, ever forget. It was, without a doubt, life-changing.